Yo guys, it's me again. Welcome to the Teambuilder for week 2 of GWA. After last week's very nice win, I am fighting against Mike, aka Renegade, who is a very good player. Last time I faced him, I think it was semi-finals of last MMC where I also had Dragapult, and I 6-0'd him with a weakness policy Dragapult, but I had an incredible Dragapult matchup there. He will be very prepared for my weird Dragapult sets this time. Yeah, Mike has a really weird team in my opinion, but it's a cool one. It's like a Trick Room-esque team. He has Darkrai, Landorus Incarnate, Slowking, Glastrier, Tinkaton, Ogre on Fire, Cyclizar, fuck you Cyclizar, Iron Hands, Gardevoir, Swalot, and Misdreavus, with the 3 Terra captains being Glastrier, Gardevoir, and Misdreavus. Glastrier has Water, Ghost, and Grass. Gardevoir has Fairy, Fire, and Steel, while the Misdreavus has Fighting, Ground, and Dark. First thing that I realize is that my team does not have a great time with both his Terra Caps, Glastrier, and Gardevoir, as well as like the offensive pressure from Iron Hands and Ogrepon with Darkrai and Lando, so could be tough for me. That being said though, like he has quite a fair bulky Pokemon as well, like Tinkaton does really well against Dragapult, Slowking was decently fine against like Azu, Gyarados, and Azelf, so I don't know what we'll be seeing. I think he'll have a hard time deciding on 6. I also had a hard time deciding on 6, but let's see what I am bringing. Up first is Dragapult with a Colbur Berry. I have Wisp, U-Turn, Shadow Ball, Dragon Darts, Infiltrator with a little bit of speed, a lot of HP, quite a fair bit of special attack as well. So with my speed, I speed creep Darkrai. That speed creeps my Azelf. So Azelf is 115, his Darkrai can go over that. Like Azelf is the fastest Pokemon and Darkrai can speed creep. I think Azelf hits 361, Darkrai should go to 363. If I creep that and my pulse goes to 364, that could be enough, but like if he calls that he goes 365, I am 366 with my Dragapult, so I should be faster than everything. Then I have enough special attack to 2-hit KO max Fizdef Slowking with Shadow Ball. And I have put all the remaining EVs in HP, because this thing actually lives a boosted attack Adamant Ice Punch from Iron Hands, if that's something that I am expecting. And this could be my best answer for the Iron Hands, because I do have the Colbur Berry to tank a knockoff. I think if the Iron Hands comes, and it should come, it will be like Drain Punch, Volt Switch, knockoff EQ. Could be Ice Punch though, instead of EQ to hit Clodsire and Dragapult in one, although I do think that knockoff makes sense for Bolt and then EQ for Clodsire. So yeah, I could switch in on the Iron Hands and try to burn it, which will be really important. But I can also burn the Glastrier, for example, which could be nice. And just spread some status around would be nice as well. Dragon Darts actually hit his team harder than Draco Meteor does. Like, Draco Meteor does decently fine against Pokemon like Darkrai and stuff, but against, for example, the Cyclizar, that thing always drops to a Dragon Dart, even if it's max HP. Sure, it could be max defense, but I don't think it will be. If the bike comes, it could be Boots, it could be Assault Vested too, so Dragon Darts ignores both of those, which is nice. And then I have U-Turn to get out of there. So once again, a bit more of a supportive Bolt, but I think it will be necessary. Colbur Berry also helps if the Darkrai is a choice card, for example, like I can U-Turn out, or I can just go for Dragon Darts, like tank a hit if I haven't had to waste my Colbur Berry on the Iron Hands. It's also decent for the Fire Pond, although I have other options for Fire Pond. Second Pokemon is Hisuian Samurott, once again with an Assault Vest, but more offensive this time. Seizes Edge, Razor Shell, Aqua Jet, and Sacred Sword. I have enough speed to always outspeed a max speed Gardevoir. So, I think that is Gardevoir. Like, this looks a weird number to me. Let me quickly calc this right now. Gardevoir, Timid, 284. Samurott, doesn't 285 exist? Okay. Yeah, I just speed creep max speed Gardevoir, which makes sense. Then I have put enough in attack to always 2-hit KO max Fizdef Slowking with Caesar's Edge once again, yeah. But that also makes sure that I have enough attack to, I think, 2-hit KO. No, I think I Oko Gardevoir after Spike? No. It is something very specific that I have the same attack for, because that's why I'm running Razor Shell. Ah, see. I do hit KO, max HP, Tinkaton with Razor Shell. So I don't do that with Aqua Cuddle, which is why I have Razor Shell. And with Sacred Sword, I think I always Oko Darkrai after a Spike. Yeah, I do. So, decent enough. Razor Shell into Aqua Jet is awesome. Seed Edge into Aqua Jet is awesome. Sacred Sword also hits the bike for super effective damage. So, yeah, I have enough attack to hit those rolls. But the rest in Spadafetch actually make sure that I do live a Carve Modest Moonblast from Gardevoir as well. So, could also be important, I guess. It's a good Pokemon. I'm kind of expecting the Iron Hands to be his main switch-in for my Samurott. So, like, the Iron Hands should be max HP, max Fizz Dev in my opinion, like Rocky Helmet. Like, that's why I'm also not running Flip Turn, because I would rather click a Caesar's Edge and get some Rocky Helmet chip on my Samurott that way to just set up a Spike. Then click Flip Turn, gain momentum, but also lose HP. I think if I want to lose HP, I'd rather get a Spike up than get momentum. So, which is why I am not running Flip Turn, but like a Sacred Sword. I think Samurott looks decent. It has a really good defensive matchup against Darkrai once again. But it can also do really well against the Slowking and the Cyclizar. Maybe even help out with Landorus, but this is mainly here for the Darkrai. Although that being said, my next Pokemon, Corviknight, is also here for Darkrai as well as for the Landorus. Covert Cloak with U-Turn, Bravert, Roost and Defog. I have Max Spadaf and then enough HP to never get 2-hit KO'd by a Specs Darkrai Dark Pulse. Covert Cloak makes sure that I cannot flinch, so I can actually roost the damage off, which is incredible. And then I have a little bit of HP, just to make sure that the Iron Hands wants to speed creep a no speed Corviknight, that I would still outrun that. And I could like U-turn out for a fast U-turn, or get up some braver damage, or like try to defog hazards away, or roost up, although like roosting up on an Iron Hands is kinda crazy, because he could just CC me and then I lose my flying typing. But yeah, I have a little bit of defense as well, which would help out against the Glastrier. Like, let's say the Slowking is Trick Room, Chilly Reception, and I go into Corviknight on the Glastrier. He can't Icicle Crash flinch me because I do have Covert Cloak, so this Pokemon can actually help decently well against Glastrier. Not that I will do much damage to it unless it's Terra Grass, but I can U-turn out into something more offensive. Or just like stall some turns out, roost, and do stuff like that. But this is the main switch-in for the Landorus Incarnate, because it really can't hit me with any move, and I still do really well against the Darkrai too. Gardevoir shouldn't be able to beat my Corviknight unless it is Terra Fire. Like, Terra Fairy doesn't beat Corviknight, Terra Steel doesn't beat Corviknight, so I think only Terra Fire can beat me. That being said, if it does run Terra Fire, I have an Arcanine, Terra Normal with Heavy Duty Boots, Flare Blitz, E-Speed, Wisp, and Morning Sun. This is basically the same set I brought in week 1, but I changed my EVs around a little bit. I once again have max HP, and I have enough attack to, I think this always KOs max HP Tinkaton again with a Flare Blitz. Tinkaton, not Tinkatink, Tinkaton, Arcanine. Yeah, I always KO max HP Tinkaton with the Flare Blitz. This also gets me some decent rolls with E-Speed on Pokemon that I would need to E-Speed. Will-O-Wisp, so hopefully I can burn like Glastrier or Iron Hands, and Morning Sun to keep myself healthy. This is a decent answer for Ogerpon Heartflame, even though I am aware that it could be Stomping Tantrum. I should be able to tank those still. Like, worst case scenario, he's Swords Dance, Stomping Tantrum, but then like he needs a fire move for Arboliva, I think, and like it's an Ogerpon, and then he needs a grass move for my water type, so I'm not too sure that's the set he will bring. If it is, I can still deal with it decently fine. Like, I still have V-Speed and I have a Dragapult, for example, so like Dragapult will not take that much damage from a +1 Stomping Tantrum. And I have enough Pokemon to revenge him as well. So, max HP, a little bit of speed, just in case Tinkaton tries to speed creep me, but like, if a Tinkaton comes, I think it will be very bulky without any speed. I'd rather be safe than sorry though, and if I know that Tinkaton outspeeds me, what's it gonna do against my Arcanine? I guess burn me, which would be annoying, paralyze me, which would be annoying, but still, I should be okay. And then yeah, Will-O-Wisp, so this can also help against Iron Hands, I suppose, to intimidate it and hopefully get a burn off, although it's very telegraphed. But I can also do it against like a Terra Wall or Glastrier. If the Glastrier is burned, I don't really mind losing my Arcanine. So this is the Arcanine set for this week. Fizdef and Corviknight is Spidef, so I do have quite a fair bit of bulk between these two again. Although an Assault Vest, Samurott and a Colbur Berry Dragapult can also help out. On to some offense. For the first time this season, I am bringing Azumarill with the Choice Band. Kinder, because it reminds me of the Kinder Surprise eggs, which are really damn... I love Kinder Surprise chocolate. Anyway, Choice Banded. Player of Aqua Jet Liquidation knockoff. This Azumarill has a nasty matchup. Like, I put quite a fair bit of speed in, max attack element, and then a little bit of HP. I think I have enough speed to speed creep Iron Hands, trying to speed creep an 8 speed Dugong. So I have a lot on my Azumarill. I would like to outspeed Iron Hands, because that way Bandit Player Off has a really good chance. I think it's like 98% chance to Woko, max HP, max Fizdef, Iron Hands. So one spike up, Player Off nukes it out of existence. This thing easily 2-shot Slowking as well, does a lot of damage to everything, to be completely honest. Bandit Aqua Jet, I think, is a 2-hit KO on Darkrai and Ogerpon Heartflame, so it looks a really nice cleaner, can be a really good breaker, and it's a decent enough switch in for some Pokemon, although like I'm kinda hoping to just pivot into Azumarill, break something, or just clean up and do it that way. So enough speed for the Iron Hands like I mentioned, max attack element for some nasty rolls, but the rest in HP to help out. And my last Pokemon is the debut of Galarian Zapdos once again. Choice Scarf, Meep Meep. CC, Bravery U-turn, Agility, which is weird with the Choice Scarf, but I'll explain later. I have enough speed to always outrun a Choice Scarf Gardevoir, so even if the Gardevoir is max speed Scarf, my Scarf Gyarados goes faster than that. Adamant Nature, this 2-shots everything. Maybe not the Glastrier, but like his only flying resist is the Tinkaton, and Tinkaton gets 2-shot by 2 CCs. So yeah, this Zapdos looks nasty. It can help against Darkrai too, because if the Darkrai is Choice Scarf, for example, for Dragapult, it can't lock in into Dark Pulse because I have a Gyarados. I guess it could lock in into Ice Beam because I have Gyarados and Pulse, but then Hammerlot can beat it. So I have quite a fair bit of safety checks for the Darkrai. I'm faster than Ogerpon Heartflame as well, so like I've always forced Ogerpon out. Because I know Scarf is Telegraph, but I really don't care though. I always force it out, do a lot of damage. With my 2 stab moves, I can pivot with U-turn. And like I mentioned with my last move, I went for Agility. Because I really don't need anything else. I feel like Knockoff is a waste of a move on this Gyarados. I'd rather just click a stab move or U-turn if I want to make a prediction. And let's say I do get my Choice Scarf knocked off by switching in on Tinkaton, for example. Or like on the let's just say I get my Choice Scarf knocked off. I can still click Agility and go to +2 speed instead of +1. Because like my item does not boost my attack stats or my bulk in any way or form. So if I do lose my item and get an Agility off, it's actually a win-win scenario for me. So like I could be fine with just winning 3 moves. I feel like Agility could help in the unlikely scenario that I do lose my item. So this is the team. Gyarados to break and revenge some things. Azu to break and revenge some things, or like clean up in the end game. Fizdef Arcanine for Fire Pond, but can also help out with Glastrier and Iron Hands. It can especially help out with Glastrier if the Gardevoir is a Terra Captain for Corviknight, for example. Spidef Corviknight for Lando, Darkrai and Slowking, but I guess also for Gardevoir. Although I do have to be careful for Terra Fire, and it even gets Mystical Fire, so I have to be careful about that. Samurott with AV for Darkrai, but can also help out with a few other Pokemon. And then I have Colbur Berry Dragapult to hopefully burn the Iron Hands and the Glastrier, if my Arcanine can do it, and be faster than everything. Even if the Darkrai's Choice Scarf Colbur Berry helps out like that. So, this is the team for week 2 of GWA. Tough matchup, but an interesting one. I don't think either one of us has a really easy way to win, so hopefully that can change in the future weeks, but it's nice making the puzzle with my team. I think it looks quite nice. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I will see you in the battle. Peace. Alright everyone, we are looking for Mike, week 2 of GWA. I am oddly nervous about this game. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I have prepped like a week ago and I played my other game 2 weeks ago. This is basically what I expected. We see the Darkrai. We don't see the bike, which is interesting. We see the Iron Hands. We see the Tinkaton. We see Fire Bomb. We see Lando Eye. And we see Gardevoir as a Terra Captain, which I did expect. This thing can have Fairy, Fire, and Steel. I do kind of expect Terra Fire, because Corviknight could be Mirror Armor to bounce back the, what's it called, the Mystical Fire, so like Terra Blast would make sense. But there's a lot of pressure on Corviknight, which is not ideal. Not ideal in the slightest. I think I'm going to lead off Arcanine though, because unless he leads off with the Landers, I think I have a pretty decent lead matchup. Like, I basically threaten everything out, or I am fine staying in. If Darkrai is the lead matchup, I have to make some calcs. But then again, like, I do have decent enough switch-ins for the Darkrai, so let's lead off with Arcanine. Have fun to Mike. I am not confident in this matchup. It's just not great. Like, I don't really see the way to win, but I do have a lot of priority and a lot of speed, so I guess, like, I feel like this could be a really tight game. Ogre leads off against Arcanine. Good lead for me. Good lead for me. Okay. I feel like he has to switch out. Ogre raised the vault. Yeah, that was happening. His switch-in is probably Iron Hands, I imagine. Even if this thing clicks Stomping Tantrum in against me, I am intimidated. Yeah, I should tank this and I can fire off a really strong flare, but if Iron Hands wants to come out, I can easily just click Will-O-Wisp and do some damage that way. I could Will-O-Wisp here, but I think I'll just click Flare Roots. Okay, so he clicks Knockoff, which is fine. I lose my boots, which is okay, I don't mind this. Knockoff. And I do like 60. He put me at 304 with a Knockoff. Knockoff put me at 304. And at 20%, that makes sense. I did 61 damage to myself. So, yeah, this all makes sense. This all makes perfect sense. I would kinda like to click a Morning Sun, to be completely honest with you. Yeah. Because I have clicked damage against this thing. Sure, I lost my item, but that's fine. That is fine. I'd much rather get in my health back, because I will need my Arcanine healthy. I am well aware that Tinkaton is probably a Stealth Rock variant. Yeah, so he switches out. Should I have clicked Will-O-Wisp catching the Iron Hands? Yeah, I should have. I should have. He is Booster. Booster attack? Yeah, Booster attack. Should have clicked Will-O-Wisp. Iron Hands. Booster attack. I am at max HP. Intimidate is not active. Let's say he does have EQ. That will do a lot to me. But I can burn him. And that is what I'm trying to do here. So I have to do this. I have to do this. This is very uncomfortable early on. Like, very uncomfortable early on, but I don't really have another thing. Like, he can easily switch out, and then he kind of reset my Intimidate, but I really don't care about that much, to be honest with you. Nice, we get the burn. Massive, 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 massive. Okay. Okay. He clicks CC. 227. 227. He's burned. He's burned. CC. He did 40% to me. That's like quite a high roll actually. I'm just going to Morning Sun this off again. See what he wants to be doing. Like he's lowering his own HP. Yeah, okay, he full switches. Happy with that. This thing is burned. Burned to boost the attack. My Arcanine is really healthy. We're looking fine. Yeah, here comes Lando. Here comes Lando. So, this is scary, but I do have a Corviknight ready to go. Unless he has Gravity, which he definitely could be. My Corviknight is really safe switching. And if he is Gravity, like I will probably have to take a sack, but Azumarill does a shit ton of damage to this thing. So I can easily go into my Corviknight. Let's just see how much Arcanine would take from Lando if I go Terra Normal. I would die to a Focus Miss, obviously. Okay. Let's go into Corviknight. I wouldn't be too surprised to see like a Nasty Plot, or maybe even a Substitute, or a Gravity, or a Smackdown. Like something to predict this play. Okay. See? That makes sense. That makes sense. This makes sense. Corviknight. Corviknight with Gravity. I do die to Earth Power, which makes perfect sense. Good play from him. My Zapdos kinda tanks it though. Like my Zapdos kinda tanks it. Zapdos is nice to have around. I need Corviknight still. What am I wanting to switch in on this Earth Power? Not Bolt. Not Samurai either. I think I kinda just want to switch in Meep to be honest with you. Just fire off a hit. So I'm gonna do this. This is a weird play, but I should just live the Earth Power. Yeah, I should live this. 52. Pick damage. 52. He did 84%. Yeah, okay. Like we expected him to do. I click a Braver than to Tinkaton. Like, I click a Braver than to Tinkaton. I kinda died to my own recall damage. If I click CC on this Lando, I do put it in range for him, Azumarill. So I'd rather click CC actually. Okay. So he's just going to take his KO on my Gyarados. So Lando KOs Gyarados. I can go into Azumarill. Take my kill. I could also just go into Dragapult. I don't kill this thing though. Like, if I would be Choice Specs, I still wouldn't kill him. So I think I am forced to go into Azumarill. Very forced to go into Azumarill. I think the Aqua Jet is very obvious. If I am him, I go into Iron Hands. I am going to click Liquidation. My Azumarill tanks this hit from Landers. I don't think he lets this thing go down. I really don't think he lets this thing go down. Okay, good play for me. What do we catch? Iron Hands. I expected that. Good damage. I am very fast on my Azumarill. This thing is burned, so this shouldn't be able to do anything to me, so let's just get my kill. Wow, he is faster than me? Jesus! How much speed does he invest on this thing? Fuck me. Hands goes down to Azu. I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. I did not expect that. Wow, like I am 180 speed. Did not expect this. Okay. Here comes the Darkrai. I do have Samurott. Always. I always have Samurott. So I should just go hard into Samu. Samurott against Darkrai. It's really uncomfortable because my switch is on telegraph, but he has to make plays. It's really, really uncomfortable, this game. I do need Azu alive to like Aqua Jet a few things. So let's see what he clicks on my Samurott. His Sludge Box. 238. 238. 74%. He's rated 26, yeah, this makes sense to me. Let's say he does run the Focus Blast too. He can kill me. I feel like I should just click a Sacred Sword. But that's just a bad, like, I don't know what he's gonna do. A Siege Attachment to Tinkaton isn't good. A Razor Shell is. So I will just take the Razor Shell. So he switches out. I expect Tinkaton. Yes, I should 2-show this. As it's very Fizz Def, I 2-show this. Okay. These lefties. And I did like 50. God, what are the odds that he is actually... I do take this thing out. He doesn't take me out when they play rough. I'll just click this again then. Okay, we are faster than we take it okay, I won't think of some big, big, big. Let's go to Samu. Alright, alright, alright. Alright. This is still a really weird game. Here comes Gardevoir. Here comes Gardevoir. Yeah, he is sharpens now. That's funny. That is funny. Gardevoir. Choice card always KOs me, obviously. I think I have to go into Corviknight, which is once again really awkward. So I could just click the fire move, but then I once again get a free Azu Meryl. So let's just do this. Let's just do this. He knows I'm a soul vested. Oh, he doubles. I think I'm fine with this. He doubles into fire. That's a weird play, but it's fine. Corviknight against Ogerpon. I die to an Ivy Cudgel. Like, obviously. I do have a very free Arcanine. He U-turns into the Lando. Kind of forces me to pick a sack. I'm going to Bolton and knockoff and I lose my item. Let's see the HP this Ogerpon is at. Yeah, okay. How is Samurott looking at an Aqua Jet? Not good. How is Azu looking with an Aqua Jet? Good. So just keep Azu alive. I think I'm going into Arcanine, because then I can still Terra out of my... Allow me to do bigger damage to like Landers. So I am expecting a U-turn. Excited cudgel, so I made the correct play. Happy with that. How much do I do to land though? I go Terra normal. Not enough. How much do I do to Ogrebon? I do take this out with an E-speed. Like, I do take this thing out with an E-speed. I lose my fire typing, which I don't need anymore. I'm at 264. 264. Lando. He does KO me. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Should I get my KO? I think I should. Actually. I don't need my natural typing anymore. I'd rather just do damage right now. I'm pretty sure I KO this. Good. Firebomb dies to Arcanine. Okay. Darkrai, Lando, and Gardevoir are left. Arcanine is insanely threatening. I have a lot of priority. I have my bowl that's full. So this is an interesting predicament to be in for both of us still. Here comes Darkrai. Darkrai. He does not take out my Arcanine. Unless he clicks Focus Blast, he does not take out my Arcanine. Like, Flare Blitz into E-Speed has a really good chance of KOing this. I don't want to go into Hammerot. I also I don't believe that I need you still. I'm going to click E-Speed. Scout some damage on this Darkrai. Oof, big crit. It's actually a really big crit. 264 to 38, that's a big damage as well. 70. He hit 60% with the Dark Pulse. That's like black glasses then, right? Yeah. That's a massive crit from me. Like, this is really big for me, this crit is really important. Like, really important. He has definitely some sort of boosting item for his Dark Moon, so he has to be black glasses, I think. I think we take this thing out. It is massive. Yeah. Wow. Arcanine with a massive crit. Here comes Gardevoir. I need to hit this too. Here comes Gardevoir. He has Intimidate. That's funny. That's funny, but also really annoying, actually. I think if I keep Azu alive, I should be okay. How much does Azu do to a Gardevoir? Like a lot. 61%. Samurott, 27%. So I actually win with my priority spam right now. I'm going to sack off Corviknight. I win with priority spam, I'm pretty sure. Because like Arcanine gets an E-speed off, Samurott gets the Aqua Jet, and then Azu can break it up, can clean up with Aqua Jet. So he takes a Moonblast right here, 318. Corviknight, Gardevoir, 318. Yeah, it's a normal roll. 66, 63. He's not modest. I'm going to click a Uter. Going to click a Uter. Okay, good damage. Go into Arcanine. Right. Click E-Speed. I am actually quite sure that he is just a thingy, that he's choice locked. So I'm not going to click E-Speed actually. I'm just going to double back into Corviknight. Arcanine. Let's see. Yeah, he just has to keep spamming Moonblast against me. I'll Roost once. I think I win this because of a nasty Arcanine crit. I think I win this because of that nasty Arcanine crit. Yeah, he has to keep clicking Moonblast. So I'm Roosting off first. Actually, like, Corviknight should be able to clean this up itself, right? Clicky Bravert. Clicky Bravert. Yeah. Click U-turn, clean up with Azu or with Samurott. Okay, he switches out. Samu, Lando. I don't KO without budget. I have to clean up with Azumarill. Have to clean up with Azumarill. But this is GG's. Azumarill. And I think I win. By just clicking Aqua Jet a few times. So, very sorry about the crit on Darkrai. I am not too sure how much it matters considering this Gardevoir choice card. Like, my Arcanine probably dies. But since the... I mean, he could have locked in into a fire move, I guess. But then I have Dragapult. Like, it wouldn't have been 5, I think it would have been 3-0. Because he locks into a fire move to beat my Corviknight with his Gardevoir. So I can knock the Gardevoir down this low. But then I go into Azu. And I just get my KO that way, I think. I think I'm fine. Especially with Samurott still healthy too. But yeah, some rough hacks for his differential. I think I still had this with the set he had. But yeah. Sorry about the crit, Mike. You will be bouncing back. Like, your team is really scary. I had a rough time prepping for this. Thank you all for watching, everyone. We win 5-0 again, I think. Yeah, really good start of the season. But with a bit of hacks this time. But yeah, thank you all for watching, everyone. I'll see you next week for week 3. Peace.